Hi everybody, hi YouTube, how's all my friends out there doing today? I hope everyone's having a great day. Thought I'd come in today and show you how I got the look from yesterday and show you what I did so you'd know what I used and everything I did, because I got so many comments about how good my look was yesterday. Now I already have my foundation on, and the foundation I used is the Urban Decay Naked Skin. It's one that I'm trying out. It's the Weightless Ultra Definition Liquid makeup, and it looks like this, and it's in the color, now if I can see it, shade 5.0, so that's what it is. I love the packaging. Looks like that, and it's got a shaker, so you have to shake it. And then the top, it's a squirt top, and then this unscrews, and so that's what I like about it, that unscrews, because girls, I'm going to repurpose that when that makeup's gone. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. And me and my glow. So, and I'm going to be using my BH Cosmetic brushes. So I have them here, and so I'm going to go ahead, and the first thing I'm going to do is, like I said, I have my foundation on. Now I don't have anything, my concealer on. And what I do is I squirt a little bit on my hand. You all have watched me put makeup on before. And I'm taking the flat brush right here. I don't know what it's called, and it don't have a number on it. It's just the BH Cosmetics flat. It's flat. And I use it. I have a little bit of darkness right here. I don't know why, but I have a little bit of darkness there. So I'm going to lighten that up. Remember, I had that light in there yesterday. And so I'm going to lighten that up first. And get rid of that dark spot. And do the same thing over here. It's not as dark, but I do. Now, I did put my foundation on with a beauty blender. So I want to tell you that I didn't use my fingers. I have fallen in love with my beauty blender. And the sponge that I talked about before that I got from mascara, well, I lost it traveling back and forth from home to here. And what I did is just blended that out in the corner of my eye with the small end of my beauty blender on both eyes, and get all that blended out. Like that. And then the next thing I did is, and I'm using the Wet n Wild color icon in the, oh my gosh, what color is this? Pearlescent pink, right here. Pearlescent pink. It's very pretty. And this is the same brush I used yesterday. You can tell I've got it dirty. And I just tap, 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 tap. And I tap that off. And then I just start right here. Perpendicular with the cornice of your eye. Because you don't want to get it too close to your nose. Your cheekbones are not over here. They're up here. So you want to, your cheekbone's here. So you want to go just below the cheekbone. And this is the best brush because of the shape. And just start right here, and I just pounce. Just like that. Start over here and pounce. Tap, tap, tap again. And I pounce. Okay. And that's what I do there. Now girls, y'all know I love my glow. So I got this. It's the Urban Decay. It's in this box. And it looks like this. The packaging is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Looks like that. Okay, let me get it open. And this is what it looks like inside. It's called Sin. Oh, Afterglow Sin. That's not a good word, is it? Okay, and I just, you know, girls, how I use the same brush, but I use the tip. See how I've got it on the tip? Now that I pounce, and you know I ain't smacking none of that off. None, because I love that glow. And I just go to the top of my cheekbones, around my eye, just like this. Tap. Just see that glow, girls. Look at that glow. And then I tap here, go down my nose, Cupid's bow, and then I tap here. See that glow? Then I just take this fan brush, and I'm just going to knock off anything that looks like it may be just, you know, I'm not going to knock off too much. You know me, girls, I don't take off a whole lot of the glow. I love that glow. If you want a summer glow, and let me tell you, so far I'm loving this foundation because it's buildable. You can put one coat on, one little bit. Let me get you back a little until one little bit of the foundation on until and it still shows your freckles. I have freckles, and my grandson, he has freckles, my youngest one, and it tickles him to death because he's got freckles like my mom. But anyway, that's what I did yesterday on my face. As far as my face, let me go ahead and do my eyebrows, and I'm using the It Cosmetics. Let me blend that a little bit more right there. Okay, I'm using the It Cosmetics. I've been trying that Wonder Brow. Remember I reviewed it, and I like it, but it's a little harder to use than a pencil. It really is. I'm going to try to figure out a way, and I don't come right here. I just fill in where it's sparse, and that's all I do. Is just where it's sparse. I don't like them real dark and, yeah, look like they're, I don't know. I don't like a painted on eyebrow. I just don't like a painted on eyebrow. And that's all I do. And then I just take I need to get my eyebrows done, and I will. But anyway. Okay. Okay, now I forgot, but I did take that concealer, and it's the Bye Bye concealer that it's a sample. I haven't bought the real thing yet, or the real thing. That is the real thing. I haven't bought the large. That's just a sample. I go on the side of my mouth. Oh, I'm out of frame. Right here in the corner. And I pounce that. Because it seems like I gotta... I know they say... I know everybody says this. If you use light, it brings it out. If you use dark, it makes it go in. And the reason I put lighter color here is because it seems like corners of my mouth are starting to turn down. I don't know why, but I know why. Gravity. Gravity is a killer, isn't it? But anyway, okay. I done that yesterday. I'm trying to remember everything I did. But, yeah. And on my lips right now, I have the Burt's Bees it's a tinted lip balm. And it's in hibiscus, right here. I think this is about $7, $6.99. Give a little, take a little. Okay, let's get started with the eyes. And what I did with my eyes, I'm using the Morphe palettes that I have right here. And I will tell you, the bottom part of this is... oh God, I can't remember the name of the place. Anyway, this is not the BH Cosmetics. It's something else. I'm going to fill this palette with the BH Cosmetics and get another palette for the other kind, but I can't remember what it's called. I'm wanting to think ocean or sea or it's something like that. I'll let you know in the next video. And I'm using this palette. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this light color right here. And I'm going to use, remember I told you, I'm going to use the angle brush in number 104 right here. And I'm going to take this color and I'm going to use it. Let me turn my mirror around. And let me stay in frame. I'm going to tilt you all up a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Because I want to keep you in frame so you know exactly how I'm doing this. Okay, I have this on my brush. And I'm going to tap, tap, tap. Well, first I'm getting ahead of myself. First I want to take this color right here in the BH Cosmetics. And I'll let you know what color that is. And I'm taking this fluffy brush. And I'm using the lighter color on this fluffy brush because 101, I can use it to blend even though I've got the lighter color, and I'm getting ahead of myself here. You all know how much I love the Wet n Wild Fergie eye primer. I've told you how much I love that. And I use that same brush, the one that where'd it go? Where'd it go? Here. No. Where'd it go? This is going to be so long. I hope you all don't get bored. If you do, just click off of it. Click off, click off. I won't get mad. I don't care. I care. I want you to come and visit me. You know that I love my friends. And I just took that same brush right here. And I painted. Let me move my mirror back a little. I painted right here with that. You know, it puts light in there too. Just like that. Not pulling now. When we get older, we can't be pulling on our eye. And I put it over here. To tell you the truth, I like putting it on with my finger better. Seems like I get. But I use this to and everybody, a few people said things about my bandana, that they liked my bandana. I love my bandanas. My daddy carried bandanas in his pocket. And I love wearing these bandanas. I wish I could have got some of his bandanas, but didn't happen. Did not happen. Okay, so I got that done. And I want to put a little bit more on this eye because see the difference? Yeah, a little bit more. Oop. I'm trying to hurry because I know you all's not going to sit and watch a show or a video for 20 minutes or 30 minutes. And then again, you might, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I put it on all over my lid. All over my lid. Okay. Oh, I didn't get it. Okay, I didn't get a rag, but that's okay too. Anyway, I do that. And then I use the fluffy brush, like I said, and I go all over my whole eye. And I go over that brightness. Go all over your whole eye with this color right here. And I'll have to, I think this is called, oh, what is it called? What is it called? Hang on, I will take it out and tell you what it's called. I should have just took out the color. Whoop, got it. Whoop, 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 whoop. It is called Silk. Silk by BH Cosmetics. And that's what I'm using. And I just take it all over my eye, that color, with that fluffy brush. Still not pulling, still not pulling. Okay. Then the next color I'm going to use, and they don't give colors on these either, so just find one close enough to, let me get it around here. Close enough to this color right here, which is a light brown. So I used that, and what I did was start right in the middle where the arch of your eyebrow. If you don't have an arch, then go right over the iris of your eye. Let me look straight in. And just start right here and go across. See how that's making, because I want to lift my eye up. So lift up. Let me get a little more. Trying to get this mirror. Okay, let me get this mirror up where I need it, where you can still see. Okay, you can still see. And I just go straight across, making a straight line, just like that. See how that's doing? And see how that's going to lift my hooded eye? We all have when we get older. Not everybody. I've seen some older women, older than me, that are beautiful, beautiful women that they don't have a hooded eye. Okay, so I just do that, and I just come down. If you don't want to try to do a cut in, then just come straight down. This is what I did yesterday. Just come straight down like that to the corner of your eye. Let me get a little bit more. Come straight down, just like that. And what I did is, then I got my blending brush, and I started blending that light color. Just like that. Blend, blend, blend. Let's do the other eye. Put it right here. And what I did is, because you all are telling me too late about my jacked up eye when I don't get it blended right. And I just was dragging, this eye was dragging down, so I just started playing around, and that's what you need to do. It's just makeup. It's just makeup. If you don't like the way it looks, wash it off. Don't try a new look on a day that you have an appointment. Sit down when you don't have an appointment or you're not going anywhere. I've played with makeup all my life. It seems like since as far back as I can remember, and I can remember when I was tiny. So just go straight across, and I clean up as I go, straight across. And I've got my beauty blender here so that I can tap off or work on that a little to get. This eye always seems like it wants to go down, and I'm not liking that. And now that I'm filming, it's gonna do that to me again. Now let's put that glow back there, girls. Got to have that glow. If the eye's jacked up, as long as you got that glow, you're good. Not really, but anyway, that's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna go with. We'll stick with that. Okay, and then I step down here to this little lighter or darker color, and I'm using the same angle brush, a little bit darker, and I'm pouncing that in there. And I'll tap it off. I don't want no fallout. And then what I'm going to do is, where I brought that down, I'm going to deepen that up a little. Just a tad. Like that. See how I deepened that up? Using the corner. See how I'm using the corner or the sharp end of it, of the, closing that. Get a little bit more. Going right across there like that. Now it's still I need to get that up there. Come on, come on. I'll blend that and get it. Okay, here I'm going to do the same thing, going down right here, taking the corners so that when you tap it in, see how it's making a line for your cut crease? Right like that. It seems like it always works good on this eye, but the other eye not so much. I don't know what's going on over there. But anyway, I want to go straight across like a drawing myself a line. Bring it down, and that kind of, see how that lifts my eye? And then I'm going to take that fluffy brush, and I'm going to blend that out. Blend, blend, blend. And I'm going to blend this because it's jacked up again. And you might have known when I wanted to show you all how it looked, it's going to not look so hot. Okay. Yeah, that's all jacked up there. Okay. I'll fix it though. Hey, it's just makeup. I'm telling you all, it's just makeup. You all know that things aren't perfect in the world. We all know that. And if we think it is, then we're delusional and we need medication. Which most of us need medication, and I'm not making light of that. Listen, I suffer from depression and anxiety. I've had such bad anxiety attacks that I can't breathe, and I scare my grandchildren to death, and they're begging Papa, call an ambulance. And Papa's telling them, just, Mama will be fine. She'll be fine. But they don't believe that. So I have to try to keep myself from, yeah. So don't think that I'm just laughing at myself and laughing. I'm going to fix that up with some, okay. And then I'll blend that out. Let's do the same thing over here so we don't look loppy. You know, lopsided. You can do whatever you want because it's your makeup. It's your face. So you do what you have to do to make you look good, to make you feel good about you. That's my motto. I wanted to tell you a story about my oldest daughter, about when she was a young girl, and I played with makeup all my life, you know, from the time I was real little, and I got in my grandmother's is what I did, because my mom didn't wear, that's staying dark in there for some reason. But it's real gloomy today. We don't have any sunshine, and we didn't yesterday. But anyway, my mother didn't wear makeup, so I always got in my grandmother's. And then what I did is I took this brush, it's 105, and it's a pointy pencil brush, if you can see it. I call it a pencil brush. I don't know what y'all call it. And I used the, let me see if I can see the name of this, because it's not the BH Cosmetics. It is Coastal Scents, and it's in indigo. Oh, look how good it matches my top today. But anyway, it's in indigo. And I took this pencil brush and I just dabbed the end, just barely the end, tapping that off as I went. And I put that right here just to give me a little bit of blue, because, you know, I was going to the beach. And I wanted a little blue to match the sky. And that's what I did. I pounced that in there. I didn't want to use a big brush. I just wanted to use something that's going to give me a little bit of color right on the lid right here. That's it. And over here. Going down next to the lash just like that. And I also took it and I put it right around the bottom of my eye. I hope y'all can see what I'm doing. And see, that kind of brings the blue out. I just took that up over there like that. And then I took that big fluffy brush that I told you about and I just blended that out. Because see, there's still a little bit of that lighter color on there. And just blend that out. Just like that. See, already? Let me get it. Put it around the bottom line. You know I'm making that ugly, ugly face, don't you? Anyway, that's how I done it. Then blend, blend, blend. Going around, back and forth, and getting that blended. And keeping it right in the center. And then I took this, I call it my what do I call it? My glow in a jar. I'm going to take that out just a little bit more. Blend, blend, blend. You know, when we get older, we got to blend, blend, blend. I hope I'm not talking too low. Bring that up. Okay, and then I took my Ulta Color Pure in the color Honey. Remember I told you all about this? And I took that same brush, this blue, and what I did is just took it on my wrist and got it clean, and that's what you can do. And you can make people think that you've been beat up. No, I'm kidding. I'm not. No, I would not do anything like that. That's nothing to joke with. But anyway, I just cleaned that off a little, put it back on its point because I want it pointy, and I dipped down in there. Tapping a little bit off, and I just this chair's in my way, just right in the corner, or right in next to the lash line, right here. I put just a little bit of that, just like that, and that brightens that up a little bit more. Tapping back in the jar, because this is precious stuff, and it's not really expensive. You can get it, I think it's like $8, and it lasts forever. Let's do that. I hope y'all can see what I'm doing here, just like that. See how that brightens that up a little bit more on this side. And then you know I've got to do the corner. Just do the corner, just like that. And it's not as bright today as it was yesterday, I will say that. Just do the corner, because I like my corners bright, bright, bright. And you can blend it. Use that same, I love them bright, I'm telling you. Some people may not like it. Now I got a clean brush, and I'm gonna, but on a pretty summer day, just think how the sun would catch that light in the corner of your eyes. And people, if you got other things going on down here or down here, people's not gonna be looking at no flaws down here or down here. They're going to be looking at those eyes, how bright